Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of a 3-part replay between Rohjinwook and DestroyU right now. Archmage sitting at level 3, Mountain King still sitting at level 2. We have a Paladin, Paladin as a third hero. So both players going for tri-hero relatively early, not even at the 10-minute mark, and we already have 3 heroes coming in from the Undead and the Death Knight. Or Undead and the human player, sorry, there's the Undead Death Knight. With Unholy Aura now coming in, and we have one Arcane Tower, and now those towers are trying to be built up right now, desperately trying to repair. The one guard tower quickly goes down to the focus fire of those Crypt Fiends, but here comes the army from the backside, perhaps going to get a bolt off on a Fiend, and then try to focus down, trying to focus down that one Crypt Fiend, as that Dragonhawk is still up in the air. Now Militia coming off, ooh, nice, very nice, well-timed Death Coil to save that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend probably going to get surrounded and then bolted again, perhaps. Yes, there it is, there's surround, and then, ooh, nice silence on the Archmage and that Paladin as it continues to fight. Web now being casted down, or not down, but I guess that's technically down. Ooh, nice Staff of Sanctuary being used by the Paladin. Paladin able to save it, getting another Crypt Fiend down. So the Crypt Fiends are getting focused down really hard right now. Another Crypt Fiend does those down, so that's 3 Crypt Fiends in this fight so far. Haven't been keeping track of any of those other units. Mountain King, I think, is out of mana at this point. Yeah, out of mana after 3 bolts, as those Militia are once again trying to pull back out. Rohjinwook sitting at 44 over 54 food. Meanwhile, we have DestroyU sitting at 38 over 50, so losing those 9 food with the Crypt Fiends was really important. But now we have a level 3 Lich also joining the fight. So level 3 Lich and a level 2 Mountain King. A very nice Arcane, and now we have the Staff of Sanctuary being used, and unfortunately the Archmage is unable to do anything else as it is stunned. As it sits there stunned in disbelief as it falls over right now. Mountain King still does not have enough mana to do anything else. Probably the one mana stealing charge being used by the Death Knight in order to prevent a Storm Bolt, which was really nicely done. So there's currently 2 Knights, a couple Dragonhawks up in the air. Archmage still trying to be revived right now. Dark Ranger sitting at level 1, Lich sitting at level 3. So here comes a fight. Here comes that Knight. Knight is trying to go after some of those units. Not quite sure which unit to hit. And once again, another silence. But that silence didn't hit anything. Dragonhawk Rider does have the Animal War Training upgrade. Down goes a single a statue right there, and now here comes that Death Knight. Death Knight now getting surrounded, getting that Frost Armor, so able to escape a little bit away right now. And oh, Death Coil and Frost Nova off on that Paladin, so DestroyU just destroying him once again with that level 3 Lich and that level 3 Death Knight. Death Knight down to 53 hit points. Down goes another Knight, and now level 2 on that Dark Ranger, so things not going well. And let's see, that Crypt Fiend gonna go down. Yeah, finally goes down as this fight continues. Mountain King almost at level 3 right now as this fight continues, but all that is really left is a Lich and a Dark Ranger. The Death Knight is unable to continue this fight. Paladin or Knight still being trained, and Rohjinwook also trying to regenerate that Archmage. Death Knight sitting over here very smart as it tries to heal back up at the Fountain of Health. And now we have more ghouls coming in to join up on this army. DestroyU probably going to be creating some fiends. There they are, getting some necessary fiends to really counter the air army of Rohjinwook right now. Rohjinwook able to fend off this attack. And now it's just if DestroyU can really capitalize this. DestroyU trying to come back in, trying to capitalize on this base. The human base with that front door, that seal, so hard to get into those vulnerable units in the back. And now here comes in that Archmage. Archmage once again trying to come back in. We have a Dragonhawks up in the air. Paladin now being resurrected as well. Paladin may not make it out in time as Rohjinwook quickly trying to focus down this Altar of Kings. Units trying to come in, Water Elemental being casted, and now here comes those units. Nice bolt on the Lich right now. Lich semi-surrounded with Fiends on the front side. Death Coil saving that Lich, but that Lich is still having a problem trying to get back out. Now we have a low hit point Knight. Knight down to 6 hit points, down it goes, and that Lich is still pretty much looking pretty. Still has a potion of invulnerability. Down goes another Dragonhawk Rider, so Paladin able to save off 1 unit, and wow, very nicely timed attack right there. Rohjinwook now regrouping, has all 3 of his heroes back, and the Dragonhawk Riders now going to get a single Crypt Fiend that was a little bit late joining the party and was not sent home with that Scroll of Town portal. So at this point in the game, DestroyU really needs to finish up this game and make sure that Rohjinwook does not come back. If as long as Rohjinwook's able to capitalize and able to or if Rohjinwook is able to just get that Mountain King to level 3 or level 3, well, already level 3. So if he's able to sustain mana on that Mountain King and be able to perhaps get to level 5 on this Death Knight. Sorry, Death Knight, if it gets to level 5, the game should pretty much be for DestroyU, but right now I just have this inkling feeling that DestroyU is going to somehow lose this game right now, as he wasn't able to win the game earlier against Rohjinwook, even though Rohjinwook is definitely behind level 3, level 3, level 1 against a level 3, level 3, level 2, and the food army sizes right now. So we have a level 2 Dark Ranger, a level 3, almost level 4 Lich, and almost a level 4 Death Knight. So DestroyU definitely has the advantage, sitting at 56 over 60. Archmage now trying to come in, trying to finish off this particular creep camp. Down goes Jangle of Endurance Aura, now being dropped behind. Paladin's going to get to level 2 right there, and now get that Divine Shield in order to get some 15 seconds of invulnerability. Over here we have DestroyU now getting level 4 on the Lich and on that Death Knight, so, and level 3 on that Dark Ranger. So perhaps that Dark Ranger is going to get some other ability. I haven't seen, I don't know if I've seen the Dark Arrow yet, or if I know I've seen Silence, but I don't really see the need for level 2 Silence at this point. We'll see how this really goes out. Not right now, the Jangle Endurance Aura and that army of that Archmage and that Mountain King trying to head back out. Knights quickly heading off to that front side. And now they have DestroyU coming in. A Tome of Agility being left behind. Dark Ranger, is he going to pick it up? No, Dark Ranger's not picking it up. As right now, Rohjinwook's going to quickly try to come in, try to destroy the Ziggurat right now. Quick bolt in from that Mountain King. Mountain King able to continue to push right now. I thought I heard a Divine Shield. Yeah, Divine Shield on that Paladin. As another Acolyte goes down. So Rohjinwook coming back with that strong attack. Ooh, very nicely saved. Staff of Sanctuary down on a very low hit point Knight. That Knight was now down below 20 hit points, I have to believe, at this point. And will able to still regenerate back up. We have some Dragonhawks up in the air. Dragonhawks used to really counter off those destroyers. Scout farm being left behind by Rohjinwook in order to make sure that there is no expansion. DestroyU still sitting at 60 over 60 food. Meanwhile, we have Rohjinwook sitting at 67 over 72, and now being forced to destroy his own. Oh no, does not have to destroy that final farm, but currently upside down on food, 67 over 66. Right now we have the DestroyU coming in with that Death Knight and that Lich, level 3 Dark Ranger, and perhaps this will be enough to really finish off the game right now. Those Knights are upgraded 1-0, along with those Dragonhawks are upgraded 1-0 as well, as they're both sword upgrades. Fiend's trying to focus down some units, a nice Dark Arrow, long distance Dark Arrow trying to deal some damage. Bolt on that Ghoul, and down goes that Ghoul so quickly, trying to deal more damage. Knight down to -0 armor right now, so the Knight's primary buff pretty much nullified. We have a very nice Silence coming in, so Silence coming in on that Paladin as those units are trying to come back in right now. Nice Frost Nova hitting a lot of those Dragonhawks that are up in the air, and Web quickly bringing back down all those Dragonhawk Riders. So the Dragonhawk Riders are going to quickly go down. Fiends now trying to get focused down. Archmage seen at level 4 now. As this fight continues, more Fiends getting focused down. Late Death Coil misses that Fiend, and still trying to continue to fight. Another Silence being casted. Mountain King unable to do any more bolts. Staff of Sanctuary saving a couple more units. Low hit point Obsidian Statue trying to run to the back right now. Gonna get taken down by a Militia. And now level 4 on that Mountain King. Mountain King getting a bolt off on another Fiend. Fiend trying to save, and this is where Rohjinwook, where he's just obviously coming back right now with a vengeance. Down goes that that Abomination, and now that Paladin seen at level 3 will have level 2 Holy Light as well, and DestroyU has pretty much lost any advantage that he had worked so hard to gain at this point. Silence hitting all 3 heroes once again. Abomination down to 225 hit points, trying to focus down that Mountain King, able to get the Mountain King, so Mountain King does go down in fact, and now that Dark Ranger, the Death Knight, should probably get a Death Coil off on that Lich. Lich just gets enough hit points just in time. As this unit continues to fight right now, Paladin sitting at level 3 gets a healing Holy Light off on that Archmage. Archmage pretty much full on hit points. Dark Ranger still sitting at half-life. Death Knight sitting at half-life. And now the units are continuing to fight right now. Lich may get off, no Death Coil. Nice Staff of Sanctuary once again saving a low hit point unit. Death Knight trying to run away. Down goes another Dragonhawk Rider. No, doesn't go down as that Paladin able to once again save it. Is it going to go down? It does finally go down, as those Knights are now just trying to come in and trying to deal so much damage. So the Knights are really what's sticking around and what's really giving the game for Rohjinwook right now, or really enabling him to pick through these fights and stick around longer. No Destroyers. So no destroyers is the reason why those knights are actually that effective right now. Water elemental is being casted. Archmage still sitting at level 4. Paladin using a clarity or no clarity potion, just a scroll of healing as it continues to fight. And do I see a boneyard yet or any additional destroyers? Yeah, just a single more statues being created, but really needs destroyers at this point. Stay tuned for part 3 and the conclusion of this replay between DestroyU and Rohjinwook here on Secret Valley.